What's going on, guys? Back for more NHL picks. There's only 3 games, so I'm gonna give you guys 3 picks. But hey, let's take some time. Let's give ourselves a round of applause, guys. Absolutely swept the board yesterday on Thursday night. Boston, Vancouver, Winnipeg on that puck line, that -1.5. Two of those being plus money plays. Completely swept the board, man. We couldn't. You can't ask for more, guys. You can't ask for more. Hopefully, you guys cashed it in. I know I did. But let's kick it off with the first game of the day. This is going to be kind of earlier than usual, especially over here on the West Coast. This is a 1 p.m. game. Colorado Avalanche on the road to Las Vegas against the Golden Knights. Golden Knights here, a slight home dog. The prices, I think, are about as right where they should be. Colorado just has a little bit more attention. I guess you could say attention, being that they are one of the top favorites to go and get the Stanley Cup. Vegas is a slight home dog, but these teams have very, very similar records. Colorado Avalanche 6-1-4. The Vegas Golden Knights 6-1-3. So this is definitely one of those sharp chaser specials games. Guys, if there's anything with NHL is don't be afraid to make weird picks. That's kind of been how that's like my bread and butter for figuring out games and getting some winners really. Don't be afraid to make the weird pick, guys. That's really the only thing I can say. And right here, just as we were looking at the board, now the lines have shifted. I think they're going to swing back and forth pretty much the whole day. But my overall pick, guys, for me, I'm just going to roll with the Avalanche. The Avalanche have 2 West Coast games. They're going to go to Vegas, and then they're going to go to San Jose. And them coming in fresh for Vegas, I think, is their best shot at taking both West Coast games, because even the Sharks can keep things close. I would not necessarily count the San Jose Sharks out. So if Colorado wants a chance to win both games, I think they've really got to take this Vegas one first before going to San Jose, because even there's a good chance they can lose both as well. But overall, I think I'm gonna go with Avalanche. I think McKinnon has a good. I think McKinnon has a good showing. I think he comes in and he helps carry this Avalanche team. So only thing with the Avalanche is Mackenzie Blackwood. There it is. That's his last name. Blackwood, I believe he's still missing, so that's probably my only concern for Colorado. But if he manages to get back in the lineup sooner than later, I like this Avalanche team even more. But for me, it's going to be the Avalanche today. This price is probably going to be jumping around all day, being that these teams are very similar. Both teams are very good. Moving on to the second game of the day, we got the New York Islanders heading over to Washington, D.C. to face the Capitals. And they're coming off of playing 2 games back-to-back. They just got their doors blown out by the Carolina Hurricanes. As we know, the Hurricanes is another one of those really good teams, guys. The way to play this one, though, Capitals have lost their last 2 games. They haven't played since Tuesday, so they're definitely more well-rested than the Islanders, that's for sure. I still would not count this Islanders team out. I think they're definitely playing a lot better than they did last year. Last year, they were just an absolute disappointment, at least for now, during the season right now. The Islanders are definitely playing pretty good. I wouldn't count them out and just write them off as a bad team just yet. The way I would play this one, guys, the Capitals, they're no stranger to playing some low scoring games. So I'm not that comfortable laying a -1.5 with them, and I'm definitely not laying that -225. So for this particular game, I'd go with +1.5, maybe even sprinkle a little bit on that +185. I definitely took a small bet yesterday against the Hurricanes, being that they were coming in kind of fresh, and that just didn't work out. But the Capitals are not the same offense that the Carolina Hurricanes are. Capitals definitely are, I would say, at least when I've seen them, and then just looking at some of their games, guys, just like against the Dallas Stars when they played on Tuesday, they managed to lose that game just 1-0. So they have definitely been in some closer games. That's basically my point on this one. So in a close game, I'll take the dog. I'll take the underdog. I'll take the +1.5. for the second game here, heading to DC. Game of the night, we go to the Honda Center. We go to Anaheim. The Detroit Red Wings on a little West Coast trip, having just faced the Los Angeles Kings just last night, ended up winning in overtime in the shootout. I think they still feel it. I don't think they come in 100%. And I like this Red Wings team. This Red Wings team has been on a very good, solid run to kick off the season. But so have the Anaheim Ducks. The Anaheim Ducks are definitely have improved a lot over the last 2 to 3 seasons. And I'm talking drastic improvements, guys. We're talking, maybe a 20-point difference, that how much better they have gotten. And I think they definitely continue to have a good season. I think they're favored here for a reason. Like I said, I think the Red Wings, I think they just feel the exhaustion from that overtime game up against the Kings and having to take one at the Kings, but the Kings are regressing, so I'm trying to give the Red Wings as much credit as I can, but the Kings have definitely regressed, and it makes me sad, guys. I like pretty much all the California hockey teams, so that hurts a little bit, but I think the Ducks make a statement, and I think they get the upper hand against the Red Wings. I would take the Ducks money line. I'd even sprinkle a little bit on the puck line. Like I said, guys, for NHL, my main things is look at the puck lines, because most of the time, if there's a two goal difference, it hits about 55% of the time, and a 1-goal game can sometimes be about 45% of the time. So for me, I would go with the Ducks. I'll sprinkle a little bit on the puck line the -1.5 for +190. But the main thing, guys, with that, just to give you guys a little bit more game on that. Just because it's a two-goal game does not mean that I'm saying that the favorite wins 55% of the time by the -1.5. That's not what I'm saying, guys. The underdog can damn well blow a team completely out of the water. So that's not what I'm trying to say. I'm not trying to say that a favorite with a puck line hits 55% of the time. Definitely not saying that. Nope. That's not what I'm saying. I'm just in general, all games, regardless of who's the favorite, regardless of who's the dog, games can go either side 55% of the time by 2 goals. You can even go reverse puck line, Red Wings -1.5, and probably get some crazy plus money, which very well could happen. Very well could happen. But I do like the Ducks in this game. -133 is definitely not a bad price to pay. I think they're favored for a reason.